you a lady boy?
Oh, bitch.
Girl, I said, are you a... Are you a...
Oh, us too.
Hey, first outs and fan favorites.
Hey, hot new bombshells entering the villa.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to the
Ladyboy Radio Hour. One day we're going to do that and it's going to sound so good. But
Why do you have drugs on the table?
Well, because I was going to take ibuprofen before we started filming and I think I did.
Generic.
Just like
I
you,
didn't
mama.
see you do it. Please.
Please. You, Core.
You, Core. Sorry, I'm trying to be better at not doing impressions of him because he says that that's not what he sounds like.
It's not. You always do.
No, you're right. It's definitely not.
Most femme.
You definitely don't sound like that. Sorry.
So why do I sound like SpongeBob when you do it? I think my voice, post-T, pre-T, that person was annoying as shit. Pre-T, that person is who you're describing. You know? You put a little extra funk in there that's like very me pre-T.
Shall we talk about our topic this week?
Yeah, so let's actually talk about our topic this week. And then we can talk about
because
the art behind us. Art, which I love that the glare is so extreme that you can't even see what it is.
We'll do like a little zoom.
Yeah, well, the glare is...
When we talk about it, I'll like insert like a photo so they can actually see it when we do our like dramatic reading of it.
Right.
Okay, but all that to say, what are we talking about this week?
We are talking about
reality TV shows. So this is the tea, the true tea, and nothing but the full tea. We watch a lot of reality TV. Because we like to watch people be unhinged while we sit on the couch and are stoned.
Sometimes I want to see real people doing things that are most of the time motivated by real feelings, because reality TV is fake a lot of the time.
Yes.
We are not immune to fake reality TV, but there's a lot of
the real magic lies in the in-between of the real, and because those are my favorite ones. It's where it's like a mixture of both, not the fully scripted ones, but the ones that are more so like staged. Like think of like a Dance Mom situation. That show was not scripted in the sense that they weren't like fed like, oh, you're gonna go say this and this, but they would be staged to be like, okay, you guys are gonna go to the competition and the other team is going to be there and we're going to make sure that you guys know where the dressing rooms are so y'all can go talk to them.
Right. And the Joffrey board of like audition people are going to be there watching you do this. And they're going to say all the right things to piss you off.
Right. Like sometimes they'll bring in like a third party that has more of like a scripted element.
Yes.
But the point is still kind of like very Stanford prison experiment-y, like where it's like we are going to like control all of the environment like around these people and then we are just going to let them go off. And then we're going to like
prison experiment is crazy, but that is kind of,
well, I mean, that's what we always talk about as being Drag Race, is that like that's exactly what it is, because it's just like so fucking crazy. But
you give any of those girls an ounce of power on that show and they lose their minds completely. It is insane
by design.
Like it's great TV. It's so good. I heard a friend of mine was like, I have not been keeping up with Drag Race recently because I've learned it's kind of a young person's show. Like, it just happens so frequently and there's so much of it. And it is varying degrees of like staged, that it's just like a lot to keep up with. I said valid, calling it a young person show. I don't feel that way. Fair. I want to watch it forever.
I don't really necessarily like... I think that the thing with Drag Race is that it's definitely very self-referential, but I would not say it's a young person show necessarily. The way that we enjoy it and consume it, being so like in it, it is different than how like the majority of the audience now consumes it, because it does now cater to more of like the general straight public. Which I think for like, well, yes, but also for the size of it, like at this point, it's like we need like most of the people that are watching the show are straight people. We need to make sure that they are seeing and hearing what they need to be seeing and hearing, which is different from the early seasons. But
and I think we've talked about this before because we are, as you know, Drag Race heads, I'm sorry. I like the old fracking cross-dresser. Sorry. Like, I know. I like her.
Well, I mean, like, we love drag and we love reality TV. So it's just like, why would we not?
Like, why would I not love
like
her?
Drag Race? I mean, like,
And
I grew
love
up on
tall,
reality TV.
beautiful, glamorous women. So why wouldn't I like
No,
RuPaul?
completely.
Is she kind of a monster because of the, oh, you mean the fracking? Such and such and such.
Yeah.
However, when she posts a video, a TikTok of her being like, your best protection against financial ruin is a side ponytail. I'm like,
no,
where?
it's like
I
that
love
person
you.
contains multitudes, and like one of them is a fracker, and the other one is the original supermodel. So like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like when we
whatever.
win the class war, like we
Crickets.
will be feasting.
Yeah,
But
completely.
I will bow my head in reverence as I do so, you know?
Yeah.
To RuPaul.
But yeah, let's maybe talk a little bit about like our ins to like reality TV and like how like we like started to get like into the judge. I grew up with like reality TV because I grew up with a very, very gay older cousin who would like show me like shows. So like before I could really like speak English, I was watching like Flavor of Love and like all of that. Like I loved. There's something just so magic about like the early 2000s or like even like the late 90s sort of, but like the real like early to like mid 2000s, like that time in reality TV was so amazing because it was like there was so much that was happening. You were in the prime of the like that was like as real as it's ever been in the sense that you had people like social media wasn't what it is now, so you could really go on there and you could be absolutely fucking crazy, and unless someone is watching those shows, you're gonna be able to go on about your life more so relatively unscathed. And like now you go on like reality TV and you do something insane and then your whole life changes, like a Jersey Shore like type of a thing. That is not like the early seasons were closer because they were in the time, but then that's one of the few shows that like has continued and has like strayed from it and like not a way that has added to it. Whereas I would say something like Drag Race that has evolved has like kept up with it and like it's still engaging. It's just like a different type of engaging because now we're not getting the same level of like interactions that we were at first. And let me wake this up. I think we went through a slump of like all of the good drama was either too divisive and like intense or too like manufactured by the producers. I think we're circling back with season 16 and 17
of
back
Drag
to
Race?
some
To clarify for the audience.
Yes, of Drag Race back to some like really riveting like dynamics in that room. Like they really kind of stepped it up.
I think
these
it
past
has
2
truly
seasons.
come full circle because now, as like the internet and social media stands now, these girls are fully prepared when they go on the show. They're like, no matter what I do, someone is going to like find me and say something crazy to me in the comments. Yeah. So why would I try to be any different than how I want to be on camera?
We've
like
gotten
Lexi
to the point,
getting on camera and being
back.
like, who ruined my outfit? Like in tears. I'm like, no, that is she's having a very real human moment. And for Anya to be like, I don't know. Meanwhile, she was the one who ruined it. A very real human moment. I completely believe that. And then as soon as Lexi left the room, Anya goes, you guys want to know what happened?
Yeah, like that's the best kind of drama where it feels really like
you can't stage that.
No, like you cannot stage it or like even the dynamics. That's what has me so excited for All Stars 10 because they have crazy fucking bitches in the same room together.
Well, also, hold on. You talked about your history with reality TV. I got into reality TV specifically for like wedding content. I have escaped many of my like cis heteronormative demons. Loving bridal fashion will follow me until my dying day. I might even wear a dress to the reception. Behavior. Like I might wear a dress to the reception. You might catch
you and every gay guy, dude.
Catch me at the gig. Love it. Randy.
You're like Randy.
No, me and Lauren were talking about
You're
this.
Monty, unfortunately.
Yes, me and Lauren were talking about
Monty.
this. I am Monty down.
Oh my god. Although the acting in that like franchise is not as good as the Kleinfeld.
No, like we have a friend who likes Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta more. Anna.
Oh,
You didn't know this?
oh
Anna.
my God, Anna. That is so crazy.
I know.
We have talked about this because I'm always like, and why would you say that? Because here's the thing. I like them all, but it just okay. Well, this is the full response. One, I think that the acting is a little bit less believable in that one because
Yeah.
of course that whole thing is staged and scripted and like all of that. But I just feel like the New York ones just do like a better job at it. And also the one like Twinkie faggot in Atlanta, I really don't like him because he looks like a Big Mouth character.
All right.
The Twinkie faggot. Oh, the Twinkie faggot. Yeah,
the real
yeah.
small one.
Oh, yeah.
He's like also not even that good too. So
He's
I'm
not
like
even, like,
watching him and I'm like,
funny
you
or-
look crazy and you also just like you're not adding to it in the way that like Monty definitely does.
Monty and what's her name?
Lori.
Monty and Lori.
She's diva.
She is a diva.
I like them. Like I'm not gonna not watch it.
If it comes on after...
I love the Kleinfeld one. It's so good.
If an episode of Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta comes on after Say Yes to
Yeah.
the Dress proper, I will watch
Not completely.
it. That's how I
still
ended
like
up
those
watching...
people. They're just not actors.
That's how they got me into the Four Weddings tease.
Love
Four
Weddings.
Weddings.
That one is great because that one is I love real, genuine, not trying to be on reality TV people on reality TV because it's a different flavor. I like it when someone is either like locked into the reality or they're really not at all because both of those things are really fascinating. And I also just think that like we need more like representation on TV of just like random regular people that are not that funny, that are not that cool, that are just like very like I like that too because it's like people watching but like on crack.
Recently we watched kind of an insane episode of Four Weddings where this black woman was marrying a Japanese man, a Japanese sushi chef. Neither of them are Native American in any capacity, and they decided to have a Native American ceremony, which meant...
It was wild.
I guess which just meant, like, we are just going to make up some cultural practices.
This was also so crazy
really
because
crazy.
we have seen one where it was an interracial couple where the guy was native and, like, it was, like, beautifully integrated into the ceremony. Like, it was so cool. Like, they... entered on like a canoe, like it was just like a really cool thing, especially because it was like, okay, like we are being led in to this ceremony. Like that's the way in which that show can be like so cool sometimes too, is like you see just like some really like cool. I also just like when they really love each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not to say that like sometimes they don't, it's just sometimes you just don't like live for the couple as much. But like every now and then it's fierce.
There's like and sometimes they do when people like renew their vows. I remember an episode where there's that like older immigrant couple who renewed their vows, and the wedding didn't score very high, but everyone like had a blast.
Yeah,
it was like too cold and the wind was blowing
is crazy
too hard
because they try
like,
to make it not be too biased by you rank all the other brides not including you. The problem is that a lot of these brides are still like bitches, so usually the one that has the lamest wedding is the one that is ranking all of them the lowest. That's just kind of like I think generally because it's the same thing on like I don't know if you've ever seen the videos on YouTube of the like different grandmas try each other's like whatever dish.
Yes,
like,
of course,
like that.
of course.
It's the same vibe there.
No, like it is kind of the exact same vibe where they're like, this mac and cheese is gummy. Meanwhile, they made like.
Theirs is like a mac and cheese, but
like
the
a Bojangles
cheese is like
sit
a
in the tray
weird
for
thing. It's not like
6 hours.
macaroni.
Yeah.
It's like spaghetti, and the cheese is like sour. Yeah, just like some like weird shit.
God, I love reality TV. We also went through a Hotel Hell and Kitchen Nightmares phase.
Hotel Hell, that one was really really good. Well, because we were also into Bar Rescue for a while, but that one just is not as good because John Taffer is not likable, and he will just be mean, and he'll also be mean to the employees that are just like doing the job that is being like given to them. Whereas with Gordon Ramsay, although like his whole like bit is that he's like rotted and everything, he's actually really not.
He's not rotted.
I have never seen him be mean to someone in a way that is like actually mean and or like not in the context of like Hell's Kitchen where the whole like premise of the TV show is that he's kind of like tough on these people, but he's also like, he's just not mean, and he's not saying like derogatory shit like to these people in the way that like he could have based on when like a lot of these shows were made.
And he's also like, he was a guest on that like kids cooking show. I feel like it's Chopped Junior or some shit.
And he was like so sweet to the kids.
So
like,
sweet
was,
to
like,
the
a
kids.
whole...
I know a kid.
We kind of stand for him.
I know a kid
TikToks.
who was on that show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Was it the one that had to restart their mashed potatoes?
No, not the kid.
Potatoes.
He did. Well, one time I was not teaching, but I was a camp counselor.
Yeah, I was like teaching.
The ripe age of 17. At the Jewish Community Center for our dear friend's mom and her now
Shout
wife,
out Susan
and Kayla. Congrats on the nuptials.
Gag it.
Long time coming. The
Lay
slow burn of all time. But yeah, I was working at the summer camp, and this kid Aiden, who was literally playing Simba in The Lion King at the J. You can imagine how many white people were in that production of The Lion King, by the way. So just picture it in your mind.
I have costumed and choreographed a high school freshman production of The Lion King myself.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Gag it.
I was going to talk about In the Whites at my high school that I had left by the time.
We shouldn't derail this so much.
No, we shouldn't derail. But we'll do an episode where we talk about musical theater. We should, because...
Oh, boy. Yeah. No, like, we should.
Because we don't like it anymore.
Comment below.
But, no, this kid who was on Chopped Junior or whatever, or MasterChef Junior, it was one of the two.
I think it was
came in one day wearing, like, a big... like a mitt of gauze, essentially. And I was like, oh my God, Aiden, what happened? And he goes, well, I was blanching the green beans. And then I went to, and I was like, sorry, you were what?
Blanche.
He like burnt his hands while trying to like strain green beans while he was blanching. This like 9-year-old. I'm really bad at remembering kids' ages.
You're really bad at conceptualizing kids' ages too.
Kids' ages, time, space.
We should play a game like one day. Like maybe we can make like a little video of it where I pull up like a bunch of photos of kids and I make you guess their ages.
We should also do one where you pull up a bunch of photos of celebrities and try to make me guess their names.
Yes.
Because I'm really bad.
That'd be a good one.
I know my like niche celebrities.
We can play Guess That White Woman.
Oh, I would love to do Guess That White Woman.
We know a lot of white women though.
We do know a lot of white women. You can sometimes sneak in a picture of one of our friends. Just we're like flipping through and I'm like, Kate Blanchett. Wait, that's
like
Hannah.
Did you ever play that game, Pick Roulette?
Pick Roulette.
Or Photo Roulette, I think.
Photo Roulette. Sounds familiar.
I was playing it with my friends in college during lockdown, but it's basically like this game where you like pre-vet like a bunch of like photos from your camera roll, and then the game is that it'll show random ones from the other players, and then you have to vote on like whose phone like you think that one came from. And like you can go through and you can like pre-check like which ones are gonna go into the pool, so it's not like you're going to like accidentally have your like nudes also be included on there, unless you like wanted to.
No. Keep whole out of it.
Well, no, like I'm saying, like unless someone were to want to. Like,
okay, so they'd like have to be a nasty little freak. So you would do it.
You're the one that walks around naked.
Just because I forget to put on clothes.
Okay, hold on. So let's talk about
what's the beef.
What is the reality show that we are? Well, aside from Drag Race, obviously, we are in the middle right now. In between season 17 and All Stars 10, we are waiting for it to start. But the reality show that we are dogging right now is
Below Deck Mediterranean specifically.
Yes, we have been. Oh well, we talked about this last episode. Actually, we were saying that we wanted someone to give us their Peacock login so that we could watch Below Deck, and also Tabitha Takes Over, which is the other. She has like a very similar vibe to Gordon, except she's a really mean lesbian.
Yes, a really mean Australian lesbian. And she often goes to
not just salons, but like other places too.
Yeah, she's done like multiple gay bars. She did like
the frozen yogurt shop was
the frozen yogurt shop.
Fierce. whenever she's dealing with like anybody queer, like she did like one like where it was like a doggy daycare
The
run by
doggy
two
daycare
lesbians. This
with the
really
hot,
this
hot lesbian.
hot pushover like mask and this mean femme, which of course we're locked in immediately. But yeah, so that. But then we also wanted to watch Below Deck because our friend Anna has been telling us about it for so long, and like we've heard like so much about it. Lauren has like also watched it before. I've gone on like a lot of like TikTok rabbit holes like watching like the episodes or whatever. And so thank you to Anna. Hey, cheer.
Thank you,
clap.
Anna. We're loving the shit out of it.
We now have the login, so we have been watching, and we started off with season 1 of Mediterranean, or as they call it, Med. Just the Mediterranean. I don't know.
It is wild.
It is
wild.
so wild. It is so
oh my god
amazing.
These people are screaming at each other, getting
because the
blackout
premise
drunk.
is great. Okay, so for those that are not like familiar with it, essentially it's a reality TV show about like yacht charters, but specifically like the crew on them. But they are like making like a reality TV show because essentially they get a boat and this captain and they cast the rest of the crew. Like it's not like a regular crew that like already like has worked together like necessarily. It's the cast of people that like have been put onto this boat. So they like pick them to have the personalities of like, oh, this one's a flirt. Oh, like this one has a boyfriend, so we'll see, blah, 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 blah. This one's like a little boy that's like such a fucking like little cuck.
Completely
like,
unprofessional with clients.
What are you gonna say that the first mate is this like
alcoholic,
misogynistic, like alcoholic asshole,
former
who's like young too, so he like feels like he has to like do whatever.
What is the
frat boy?
SAE is the frat, sexual assault expected is what they literally call that, frat or whatever.
And it's giving
like
that.
He's from that frat.
It's definitely giving that.
He gets blackout or like you'll see him start drinking and then go to give like
nightly
someone
he will like get like a beer or 3 in his hand and like go tell someone off, and it's so fucking crazy. But yeah, so they do that, and then they also like on top of that they like I'm sure also cast like look for like groups of people that want to be the charter guests, right? And so like they come in and like they're real, like in the sense that like they're real guests and they have money and they do tip at the end,
right?
But they're still sort of picked based on like, okay, like we have like one of the deckhands keeps on like flirting with like some of the guests or like this and that, so let's match them up with this group of like older like bachelors like trying to find like women or whatever, and let's let him like go off the boat like with the guys and like this whole thing, blah blah blah, blah. It's so good because they're staging these situations where it's like these are the people that are going to be on this boat, let's see what the fuck happens. And one thing that I do really, really love, which is one of the things that got me so interested in it, like during my like TikTok thing, is that the producers, although they are trying to make good TV, they aren't trying to make it at the expense of the people in it, because there have been incidents of like I guess like attempted sexual misconduct, and the producers have like stepped in before it like gets to a point. Not in the one that we're seeing, obviously, but like
I wouldn't put it past
you might see guys. Like some of the
we've already experienced.
We might get some of it like this season. We don't know.
We've seen straight up harassment on this season. I mean,
completely.
Brian and Tiff in the fucking hot tub.
That was fucking crazy. Yeah.
She was openly the first mate got in the hot tub with the third steward.
Yeah.
Which is like the least in charge of the 3 stewards. There's the head stew, the first blah, 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 blah. She's the least. Internal, yeah. Yes, on the internal. He's the first mate and the bosun, so he is like in charge of the deck crew.
Yeah.
And
there's supposed to be a divide. There usually isn't.
Well, because since he's the bosun and also the first mate, I think it should still be recording. Hold on. We have to take a 12-second break and approach the camera.
Hey. This is the ASMR.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
We recorded on Charlo's phone, and we record the sound on his laptop, and sometimes it'll go to sleep and it'll still keep recording, and sometimes it doesn't. So that's why the last 2 episodes you've seen us
and this is
the camera.
At some point there will be a full like film reel from this disposable camera of all the times that we've set up for the pod, and I didn't take one today, so Everyone say cheese.
Did you take it?
No. No, I didn't. I was making a dumbass face.
Okay, yeah. So we love below.
We love below deck. Well. Tiffany and Brian in the hot tub.
Oh yeah, Tiffany and Brian in the hot tub.
Tiffany's like, prove me wrong, don't be a little frat boy about it.
Well, because they
and then
had
he
been
goes,
like flirty.
Yes, they had been flirty.
This
and
was
he had
like a
been
night off, so they were drinking.
Yes, and then they come back to
they
the
had
ship.
a bit of a vibe. Yeah.
They get in the hot tub. He's fucked up. They're both drunk as shit, but he is capital F fucked up. And he gets in there and she's like, prove me wrong, don't be a frat boy. He gets out of the jacuzzi, cracks open like 2 more beers, and he's like, I think I'm gonna fuck Tiff tonight. And I'm like, all right, so you've already lost her, because she literally was like, prove me wrong. Like, if you wanna fuck, be like kind of cute about it.
To like the other crew though. Then he comes back.
Yes,
into the
and gets
thing,
into the jacuzzi.
Falls. He falls in.
Busts his ass.
So like already it's like, girl, you need to relax. But then it gets crazy.
It gets so crazy because she's like, they haven't even really, have they kissed a single time at this point? They kissed like one time before he got out of the jacuzzi.
Not a make out though.
Not a make out.
That's how he starts it. He's like,
I haven't even gotten to make out with you yet, and I'm just already thinking about fucking you. And she's like,
what the fuck? They literally cut to the confession. She's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? And then he's like, sit on my thumb. And she was like,
and just like has it like under the, like it's
and she literally goes, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, and then the next morning, he gets pissed and is like, whatever, fuck that. And then the next morning, he's like, yeah, Tiff was like totally all over me trying to fuck me. And I was like, whoa, slow down. Like, this is a lot.
No, it is so fucking crazy. It is so insane. He has become like the ultimate like villain. Well, and then the Chief Stew, Hannah is crazy. This woman is insane. She is either like a cool, cunty, fierce, or she like it's the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas, where her head just kind of swivels, and then it's either like, I'm diva, or it's the, I am diva. I am diva. I am going to be so mean to these people. It is crazy.
There are 2 wolves inside of her. One is mother, one is diva. Like, the way she gathers these people.
It's so good.
And oftentimes in ways they don't deserve. She is
so
mean to that girl, Tiffany. Like, so mean to her in the first episode.
Towards the beginning, she was so mean to her because she was like, oh, like, I don't think that she's, like, good at job or, like, this and that.
It was like, you fucking hurry? Like,
what about the moment from last night that we had to, like, rewind, like, 3 times because it was so good? She's like,
who am I kidding? I can't call him a man. He's 3'7".
Yeah.
And she's got a glass. Hold on, I'm right behind the bar.
She had just beefed with who was it? I think it would have been Danny. She was. It was beefing Danny. With him,
it was absolutely.
And then
Danny.
It was this whole thing, and then she's like, complaining about it, venting to the second stew, and they're like at like this bar, and then she's like, oh, like.
She's pissed drunk, by the way.
She's pissed drunk. She's like talking shit. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Then she goes, I like.
Who am I kidding? I can't even call him a man. He's 3'7". And her like.
And then it like, she reveals in frame her massive drink that she takes a sip out of. And then she's holding a cigarette like in the same hand that she's holding the drink. And like, it just, the framing of it is amazing. I'm going to try and include like a little clip of it now.
Dead man. What am I even doing? I can't call him a man. He's 3'7".
That was my artist rendition of it.
That was just in case I can't get the clip.
Yeah.
You'll at least have Shiloh in it.
It was really good. And then when the chef tried to get cute with her at that same dinner where she's
because
drunk,
the chef is also crazy.
The chef is crazy, but I think they're perfect for each other because they're
the same level of
bitches.
Like hot and cold. Like I'm either gonna be like, hey, or what's the craziest way I can resolve the current situation?
Hannah and Ben remind me of me in the way that it's either like la la la, pee pee poo poo, or we are scrapping.
It is
very intense.
It's so wild.
No, but like at dinner, he reported her to the captain for like a mistake she made. It was her fault, and she was being crazy.
This was so crazy.
But then at dinner, she was like, I never would have gone to the captain about that if I were you. Like, I can't believe you were trying to get me fired. He was like, I wasn't trying to get you fired. And she was like, is that supposed to be a compliment? Which I thought was fair. She was like, am I supposed to think that's a compliment that you weren't trying to get me fired? And he goes, no, that was me being generous. And she goes, if that's you being generous, then I do not want to be friends with you.
Get her, Jade.
So fierce. Diva.
Like, she will let people have it, and then, like, low-key is so low-key in his own way. It's
But
a very, very good show if you have Peacock.
He's trying to get cute.
She's
drop
gorgeous.
dead gorgeous. Because he'll be like,
And cute next to gorgeous. Gorgeous is gonna, devour cute.
that was me being generous. And then he like turned away to like and smirked to himself. He was like, oh, I ate that. And she said, you thought that was funny? You thought that was cute? Fine. And then the short guy that she later says, I can't even call him a man. He's like 3'7". Danny steps in and starts like yelling at her when he is like bottom rung.
He's crazy.
Piece of shit.
Bottom for sure.
Bottom for sure.
So crazy. He's so crazy. We were talking about him as like, because he feels like he's playing a character.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people that are like that in real life. And so to me, I unfortunately feel that he is genuinely that way. Because I know that guy. You know what I mean? Like I have met that type of dude before where it's like, babe, you are not the miracle worker that you think you are.
No, Mary.
Because this whole thing is that he's trying to make moments. And by
You
moments is
don't know how
that
to
he
make
just
a
like
moment.
crosses boundaries with the charter guests.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah,
Taking
no, it's
pictures
crazy.
of charter guests and then showing them to other charter guests.
Yeah, being like, oh yeah, like this girl, like on the last charter, like she was so hot. Mind you, he got in trouble for flirting with her.
Writing her a poem.
The lesbian deckhand saw him making out with the girl, but because she's a sister, she didn't say anything about it. Well, and then her whole thing up until the point where we are is that the fucking first mate keeps being like essentially just like misogynistic to him, to her, and like
Misgendering the lesbian.
Well, we never know. And then it just like it's giving like she sees like through like all his bullshit, and then he just says that like she's bad at job. But then in this last episode or two, she has been a little bad at job. So the plot is starting to thicken.
Yeah.
Because she is right,
Mama.
and she do be reading. Unfortunately, I don't believe that she's doing any of the reading of the manual.
The plot is on low heat the way it's starting to thicken. You know what I mean?
Let's take a break. When we come back, we stop it.
Yeah.
We will talk a little more about maybe some of our reality TV favorites, and we will also reveal what the fuck is written on the note in the wall.
Stay tuned. Yeah. We'll workshop it.
We as gay people, we get to choose our causes. And as Ladyboys, we are determined to use the platform we have to support the organizations that support us and our tribe.
This week, we're highlighting the Ali Forney Center, whose mission is to protect LGBTQ plus youths from the harms of homelessness and empower them with the tools needed to live independently.
They were founded in 2002 in honor of Ali Forney, an unhoused queer youth who was tragically murdered. In times such as these, it's more important than ever to protect and uplift the most vulnerable of our community.
The 24-hour center not only provides food and shelter, but also rehabilitative resources, like transitional housing and job readiness training.
You can find a link to their donation page in our episode description, so please do your big one if you can. You can even donate directly as a birthday gift, which is great because it helps to recognize the center's youths as individuals.
Ladyboys, rise up.
I haven't had time to write you these last couple of days because I've been extremely busy and hurt. My back and neck are still fucked up. We were so good this morning. I mentioned that you took the long charger and you got so offended. You disrespected me so much. I kept my cool and we got good again. I told you not to get drunk today, twice. And you got so furious. You called me a bitch. You said you were gonna fuck someone else. You said, oh, you wanna see? You told me you didn't want any of my kids. You said you hated me. You said you didn't want me. You said, fuck you. You called me a piece of shit. I didn't disrespect you, but if you really mean all that, I hope you keep talking to me like that, because you really hurt me today. ... Te amo, puti.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So that was a dramatic reading featuring some underscoring by yours truly. Of what exactly, Shiloh? What was that?
So this is a letter. This is like one of my favorite things I own. If the house was burning
like,
down,
amazing.
I would run to get it.
The three of us were on a walk, one of our stoner walks.
Is that weed?
And we literally were just like walking. You know how in the city a lot of buildings have the scaffolding outside.
Mm-hmm.
We were just like walking under one, and this little piece of like half burnt notebook paper just like flutters down through the gap like between the scaffolding and the building. So like really like crazy, and then just like sort of lands in front of us.
Yeah.
And then
And
Shiloh picks it up.
because I don't care if it touches the dirty ground, I'll pick it up.
Whatever.
And I said, what is this? Because I know when someone's going for drama in theater, and this person had obviously gone to burn this letter. And honestly, that dramatic reading, while silly, I actually have so much respect for the person who wrote this. I think, honestly, it's kind of beautiful, and I hope you're well. I hope your children are well. It sounds like you have kids, because this person said that their partner or whatever didn't want their kids. So I hope you're doing really well, mixed thing. And I read your letter out of respect, because it was such like, this is reality, mama. We are walking through our neighborhood. This flutters down. I picked it up, read this woman's story, and I was like, the universe wanted me to hear it.
Yeah.
This was nature's reality TV.
Completely.
And it's also now my favorite thing that I owned. I painted this frame to be all cute. And it's hanging on my wall in my room. And I thought it was, sorry, it's crooked now. I thought it was very apt for what we were talking about today, because I think, like, isn't this not just like the most stunning? Life imitates art. Art imitates life, mama. This is beautiful. And are you a person who like, this is like not about reality TV at all? Sorry, off topic. Do you write letters to people that you like will never send to anyone ever?
I don't write them, but I have the conversations like solo.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like you're in the shower,
yeah,
and you're giving the speech.
Or sometimes that, or some sometimes I'll like ask my cards about them. Like I did that about Redacted, the person that we keep on talking about in this podcast.
Well,
but yeah, so that
they acted silly.
Yeah,
so that's not.
But I think sometimes there is a lot to be said about like the power of like letting something go by literally like letting it go, and the fact that this person wrote all of this out. There's just like a beauty to it, because regardless of whatever is happening now, like whether or not like this person is still like with this man, because you know the cycle of shit do be cycling, like this just like commemorates like a really beautiful moment of like, this is for me. You like, I'm not gonna send this to you. You're not gonna get this. I'm gonna light it on fire and toss it out the window. But I am like releasing this burden that I have on me to say all of this, and like I just think that's beautiful.
I think that's so sick. And because like me and this person, we might live in the same neighborhood, because we were walking through our neighborhood. We were walking through Washington Heights when this fluttered down, and we were like, now what the fuck? And now I will probably never meet the person who wrote this, but I hold your story with me. And if I ever found out, just know that if I ever found this person, I'd be like, dump his ass, dump his ass, dump his ass. Because this is enough for me to be like, leave that man. It's enough.
And then sometimes you can get like some of this like stuff from like a reality show, because it's not like always like the cunty and the ooh and the whoop. Like sometimes it's also like really touching moments. I mean, like we get a lot of that on Drag Race, obviously. Like is like folded into the fabric of the show. But there's been some really good moments like on the show. Like a lot of them on our favorite franchise is Spain, and there's a lot of really good. They really make it a point on there to like have like like important moments. Like this past season, they celebrated a lot of like important figures in the drag scene and like in the history of like queer like rights in Spain. And yeah, like it's just really, really cool. And like stuff like that is very touching. And that's like where you can also just fold in the like really important like impactful like people moments that I think sometimes as humans like we really like we need to see, you know, whether because we see ourselves in it or because it teaches us about like the compassion for like other people. That being said, I think we should talk about some of our favorite cuntiest moments from reality TV. Because something that we alluded to before the break was the work of Miss Tiffany Pollard.
My God. The top 10 Tiffany Pollard moments.
Ooh, okay.
Like, I'd say 10 in my mind. Her losing House of Love, sobbing, being like, "Fuck all y'all," and then getting in the limo and immediately crying, being like, "I
House
love
of Love cocktail
Flav."
completely.
Like,
Flavor of Love. But
so
House of
good.
Love is the now defunct drink brand. They've been out of business.
damn, really?
Yeah.
I would kill for that.
I only ever tried one. I had one because a really fierce girly pop in the line for the Mirage meet and greet at the viewing party in Brooklyn last year gave me a sip of hers.
Where was I that night? Why didn't I go?
I think that you were going through something and you just like didn't have it in you to like come.
But I remember like being somewhere and getting photos of you guys. Like, I remember being somewhere. I don't know. It's not
Where were you?
I was probably with the usual suspects. Maybe there was like a Neil gig. Neil Tucci and the Mothers of
Sorry,
Lovers.
guys. I know that was so interesting to watch.
What is at under here at Neil Tucci at the Mothers of Lovers?
They saw his at in the last episode.
Yeah, and they're
Friend
gonna
of
see
the
it
pod,
again.
canonically friend of the pod.
Canonically friend of the pod, who just found out about the pod because I told him about it the other day.
Right.
Neil, if you go back and watch the other episodes, you'll see an episode where I'm literally pleading you to be a guest. Please
Okay, but
be a
wait.
guest
Okay,
on this
so
pod. Anyway,
number 10, top 10 moments. Well, let's do maybe just like, let's do like a memorable speed round of just like general, because I think maybe like we should do like a deep dive on the Tiffany Pollard, but like I think that deserves more time.
Yes,
let's
that's
just
a
do like a
video.
rapid fire, like
Okay,
really good,
back and forth.
like. Yeah, okay, so that was your, like, first one.
That was my first one. Her sobbing in the limo, but on the way to the limo, her being like, "Fuck all y'all, I don't need this," and then she gets in the limo and she's like,
Does it
"I
look like
love
a fuck?
Flav."
Because I don't, yeah, and
Yeah.
then it's so good.
It's so good.
Well, I mean, just to, I know I said we should go general, but I do have one more of Tiffany's, which is the whole Beyonce thing, because her and Hottie,
That whole
her name is like
segment.
Shatara, I think, is amazing, of her being like, "Where's my jacket? Did you take my jacket?" And then Hottie's like, I just think it's funny that you think that your room is so interesting that I would be in there in the first place. So good. And then she's like, "Oh, because you
amazing.
are a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not.
I'm a wolf.
I'm a fucking wolf.
You see me coming."
And then she's like, "Oh no, like you're just mad because all my friends say that I look like Beyonce." And then in
Beyonce?
that moment, that was so ridiculous that it brought Tiffany and Pumpkin together, and they both
Yeah.
were keying on Miss Hottie being like, "Girl, Beyonce, sweetie, I am so sorry that this ugly bitch would ever say that. You know what you
Beyonce?
really look like?
Luther Vandross.
That is unfortunately the only way that I say his name, because
No.
that is like ingrained into my fucking like soft drive
You
of a
know what
brain.
you look like? Luther Vandross. It's
You know,
so
you
good.
really look like Luther Vandross.
Can I do one more Tiffany Pollard?
Yes.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Not you. You can choke for no reason.
It's just, it stands the test of time. Like it's just so fucking good. Be on the lookout. We're definitely gonna do like a deep dive of like our like a tribute video on the YouTube for Miss Pollard, because it is just, and she's also the gift that just keeps on giving, because she continues to be on these shows and continues to be genuinely so fucking funny.
She is hilarious.
It is like, she is like a reality TV like professional. Like, she's the Naomi Campbell of reality TV. Sorry, but she is.
Don't tell Tyra that.
Girl, fuck Tyra. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, fuck you, Tyra. I saw her
Is it your turn?
physically.
Oh, that's crazy.
in Moynihan. I mean,
Oof.
at a place I used to work. Censor that.
Shiloh, please. Okay, yeah.
Y'all don't know what that is?
Is it your turn to say a continue moment?
No,
or
it's
did you just share one?
mine was
Oh,
good
yeah,
morning,
that.
good morning, good morning. Fuck you,
Um,
not you, you can choke.
Okay, mine. This is a new one, but it's very, very popular. It's from season 17 of Drag Race when all the girlies were mad at Jules because of the lineup that she picked for the roast. And she's specifically talking to Lexi because Lexi's pressed that she got put after Susie, this, and that. And then Jules is like, well, I mean, it's not like Jules, it's not like Susie ate the roast and won the roast, blah, 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 blah.
It cuts to Susie who's
It
just
cuts to Susie
sitting
going,
there.
I mean, I did good.
So
It's
good.
just, it's
and
so
she's
fucking
in her
funny.
like feather cap,
Yes, it's
like Dutch Prince
I
drag
did
or
good.
whatever. I
It's
mean,
so
I did good.
I'm obsessed.
It's like, mine, Kitchen Nightmares. The restaurant owner that Gordon Ramsay is just going in on and being
He's
like,
an
you're such a
asshole.
fucking idiot. And this guy goes, if I'm all that, then you're my twin. And we say that all the time. All the time in this house.
If I'm all that, then you're my
that,
twin.
Then you're my twin.
It's so good because
It's so good.
it also gagged him
Amici,
in
sorry.
the way that he was just like, what the fuck did you just say to me? It was like, what?
What? He was like, you're so fucking stupid. He just kept going and was like, are
he's
you
so funny because he will
serious?
just look at someone and be like, what? It's like, that's low-key me at work sometimes. Like, a customer will be like, oh, can I get a share? And I'm like, what?
Huh?
Huh?
I love huh.
Huh?
What?
Or, huh?
No, the lean over. I grab the edge
I
of the
always
counter,
lean over and I go,
the register,
huh?
and I go, huh? Because I'm like, you know, I cannot hear you when you talk that quiet.
What's another good moment?
Well, that
for
was
you?
mine. I'm all that. Then you're my twin. What was yours?
I really liked. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. There's this one is from Top Model.
I'm excited.
It's not even like one of the times like where like someone was cunty. It's just like the one that has maybe laughed the most. They're doing this challenge. I don't remember which. Yes, I don't remember which season it is. Like the number. But I remember it was Natasha, her first season, I think, because I think she did an All Stars as well. I don't remember, but they're doing this challenge where they're outside in nature and they're supposed to be telling like a story while they navigate like the space in the shot, right? And
This is
her
actually
whole
not
thing
the
is
one because she's so
like-
crazy that she has another like iconic moment from that
Yes.
season, and that's the one I thought you were gonna
I'll
do.
do the
so-
other one too.
No, I'll do that one.
But okay, word.
we'll go back to back.
But she's just like doing this thing. She's like shaking these like palm leaves, and then she's like, "When I was a child, I was so quiet because when you're she's like when you speak loud, like everyone knows what you're saying, but when you speak quiet, then everyone's like, huh?" And it's just. It's so good. It's so random. It's the fact that she has this like really unserious, just like Russian accent, like while she's like in this like
But
soft
aren't they
voice, like
in,
talking
like,
about like
Japan.
they in the challenge. I think they were. Yeah.
They're like physically in Japan.
Yeah.
And they're like in the little like
I think they're in like a garden or something. I do not remember exactly
it's
where
like
they were, but it was
insane.
like it just was so funny. When you speak quiet, then everyone's like, huh? I just think that's so funny. Like. It's so stupid. And then like the other one that she has on the same season.
Maybe this isn't who I thought you were thinking of.
Oh my
Was
God,
that
girl,
person's
okay.
name? Because I'm thinking of the lingerie, the posing in the like bra store window, where they're like
No.
pose model-esque serve girl, and this one
no,
girl
that's-
who is a dancer.
That's Yaya.
Yaya.
That's a different one that you're talking about.
But we
Say this one and then I'll
this
say the
is
other one about.
a physical comedy
Natasha.
reference that we reference all the time.
So act it out.
Where they're like posing in the window, and this girl who's a model, Yaya, she's gorgeous, she's stunning.
She's a dancer. She's also like athletic. Like she like
Yes.
does shit.
She's like, yeah, dancer and a gymnast, all that jazz. And so all these girls are like, ooh, it's serving so like model realness. And she literally is at one point like goes from this, like one of these. I gotta put my mic down. literally is like. And I literally,
well, like
I think about it.
bodybuilding, like
Bodybuilding,
pose, but,
like
also with like a little bit of like a like it
it was
so
amazing.
Good.
There was
so
a crunch
fucking
to
funny.
the upper body that was like really magnificent. Thank you,
So
Yaya,
good.
for that.
The other one with Natasha, the one that I was talking about, is when they do those challenges where they have to do the go sees, right? Like where they have like a certain like amount of time and they have to go see all these like designers to do like the go see like this like audition like type of situation. And they have like a certain like, amount of time to get to all these places, and depending on where they are, they either get like money for a cab or they get like assigned like a driver, blah 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 blah.
Sometimes they just get dropped on the street, and they're
Yeah,
like,
like
I hope
sometimes
you
they
go
have to walk and just vibe. Like it really just depends on like where they are. And so this like one girl, like we see her on the screen, like she's like, oh, I'll meet you on this street, and then she like runs like somewhere else because I think she was trying to like do one, then do the other, and then meet the driver because maybe they were like close by. But then she ends up like I think she was like meet me on this street, but then she was misremembering what street it was, so then she went to the other street and the guy was not there, so she didn't make it back to the home base in time. And the whole thing is that if you don't make it back in time, like you're automatically like you lost that
You're
that,
disqualified.
challenge. So she's freaking out and she's outside with Natasha, who, because she's like, you know, a little bit of a space cadet, she also was a little late and she did not make it. And but like she's just being like normal about it because
Yeah.
she's just like well, they got me, gal. Meanwhile, the other girl is like
Sobbing.
crashing out. She's screaming. They show the person that's leading like the post like discussion shit like thing inside to like say like who won the challenge. Like they literally like cut to her being like not like able to talk because they can hear them screaming from outside. Well, not them, just her. And then at one point, Natasha tries to calm her down. She goes, I just want you to know that some people have war in their countries.
Right, trying to be like, let's get some perspective here. And she's just
Literally,
like,
like
some people
him,
have war.
there's
in
people
their
that are
countries.
dying. Like,
Like-
it's so fucking funny. And then I have just one last one that we can
Wait,
both share
I have
together.
one. I have an
Okay.
an America's Next Top Model.
Say one.
This is kind of a bummer because this woman is proven diagnosed dyslexic and was struggling to read a teleprompter. However, the line on the teleprompter, and she put up like a big fit because she didn't want to do it, which is totally fair. Like it's an
Tiffany.
accessibility.
This is what happens immediately before we were rooting for you. How dare you?
Yes, and so this is actually like a tad bit of like among with Tyra Banks' fat phobia, general fuckery, racism, yeah, like the whole nine. She also did her ableist big one in that episode because Tiffany does not want to read that because it's not accessible. Like it's a matter of accessibility. She cannot read that well, especially not on a teleprompter. Like this would suck. This would also be my nightmare.
Plus, the whole
and
setup
that's
was
not my
like,
judge.
there's a bunch of like, like big words or like blah, 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 to stump these girls to make them look stupid. Like it was a setup and she was like, I don't want to be humiliated.
And unfortunately, if she had not
Unfortunately, it was
delivered
still
this
funny.
line perfectly with the most like
Because they eventually force her to just like say it.
they force her to, so she's reading it and she goes, the line is, can you say magenta? But she goes, can you say magnetic?
She also says magnetic'd.
Magnetic?
Which is the best part of it.
It's really, really good.
And then the next word is chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
And she says,
I can't remember. What does she say for
she
chartreuse?
says, can you say magnetic, charismatic,
Charismatic
or shocking pink?
or shocking pink.
So, yeah, like I'm sure that she would also have at this point. Like, it's a
I
little
hope
silly.
so.
And
I
then
mean, I say crazy and do crazy shit because of my status.
sometimes it's still funny and like
And
it's okay.
it's very funny. I mean, you make fun of me more than anyone has for my like ADHD like word fumbles. You love it. You eat it up.
I just hear them.
You're an ableist.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
One last
But-
one that we both love, and this I'm so excited because she is on All Stars 10 of Drag Race as well. Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Yes!
There is a scene. It's like from Untucked season 9, and it's Eureka. Just got up from like one of those like director like style chairs, like where it's like the fabric and the wood and like blah 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 blah. And she's like broken it. And she's like, oh shit, like I broke this chair. And like I just needed to tell someone, so I guess it's gonna have to be you. And she's talking to Cynthia, and then Cynthia's like, okay, like let me do like a eulogy for the chair. After she was like, you broke the chair again. That's like your third one.
It's the third one this week.
Which shade from reading. And then
Mean.
and then she goes, a moment of silence for this chair. It has been a place for seating, reading, shade, tea, and more. Just like so funny. And then she was like, on behalf of all of us, my sincere condolences. It is so fucking funny. It is.
And then, of course, she says something about her cuckoo.
Yes.
Because that's her, like,
Oh
for those
my
who
God.
don't watch Drag Race, that's her thing.
Many beautiful cuckoo seating here for shade, tea, and more. She's
has
so
some
amazing.
really fierce
She's
moments.
so
I can't
funny,
wait to
and
have her
she's
back.
so genuinely like such like a beautifully like nice and sweet person, but will also read a bitch down. Like I cannot wait. I'm so excited for it. We love reality TV, you guys.
And I'm also...
Especially
my
during times of
last
recession.
one, especially during recession.
Recession
My last
indicator.
one will also be a All Stars 10 alum cast member. Because it's not over yet, so you can't be an alum because I haven't graduated. But Phoenix and India Farah, is that season 3?
Yes.
India Farah is like a joke in her own right because of her run on. Don't make that face, girl. You saw it.
You're a liar, and that's why Derek don't like you.
That you're a liar, and that's why Derek don't like you. But India Farah walks in, but Phoenix is already in the workroom. This is season 3. And they're wearing the same wig, and India walks in and sees Phoenix in the wig.
Same wig and the same look, really.
The exact same look. They're wearing like that little gray jacket situation. Twins. And she goes, "Prison, Henny." Prison, Henny. It's so good. And Phoenix is back on All Stars 10. Can't wait to see, because that's really the only thing I remember about her is the Prison Henny incident.
She was one of like the early outs, so she doesn't have like a lot more moments like beyond that.
Whose season is season 3?
Season 3, that was, I want to say that was Raja. Yeah.
Okay, and then 4 is Sharon Needles.
Yeah. 2
That's
was
the one I never finished because of
Yeah.
Sharon Needles. And also I had just kind of a hard time watching that one.
2 was Tyra.
2 was
Mama.
Tyra, who can't stop saying crazy shit about queens who have died because she's desperate for attention.
But
it's
we're
really
not going to talk about
sad.
her because she does not deserve the clout. Not even from our sickening major podcast with billions of listeners.
Mama, billions on trillions.
The highest budget.
Right.
With this, we're going to do something unprecedented, which is that in real time right now, we have to rapid fire say our song of the week.
I thought about it already.
Okay, say it.
My song of the week is Living Lo-Fi by Cheek Face.
That's true.
It's a very silly
have
song,
been-
and I cannot stop walking around singing it. Because it's about how we are all in an economic state of unrest. And everyone is in their own way. Like, if we're all like us, regular people, not like the children of rich people or wealthy, or we're boots on the ground like regular people. We just happen to make a podcast, as you can tell by the 17 views. But like, what? We have fun. But it's just like, sorry, I'm yapping about my song of the week. There's a bit, the bridge rather. I was gonna say second verse. It's the bridge. Is the lead singer, and he's just talking, and he's like, "Hey, you know that your favorite coworker that you work with, who comes in and says good morning to everybody and gets everybody a birthday gift for everybody's birthday, and not in a weird shitty way, not in a guilt tripping way, in a really cool way. That guy, yeah, that guy is sleeping on a mattress without a bed frame. And I was like, no, exactly. Because everybody, it has their version of like living lo-fi. And ours is...
that our freezer won't stay shut, so we hold it closed with duct tape. But the duct tape is a little bit like not as sticky anymore, so I put canned tuna on top of it so that it holds the freezer closed. And I bought popsicles from Trader Joe's, and they won't stay frozen.
And that we are living in our own mess to some degree, because we're not clean girls. We're not on the hashtag clean girl.
We're just like 3 like mentally ill queer stoners, so like we do have to like way more so on the like our house is on like a cycle type of thing where we just like regularly buck up and clean everything.
Today it's normally Fridays because we usually go out Thursday night and then clean and then do the pod in the afternoon. Like we clean in the morning and do the pod in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I'm working.
And so is Lauren.
Which is like, this is unprecedented for us.
Yeah.
So we always have
our
Fridays
schedules
off.
have been changing because also now like Lauren she just started at her new sickening job.
No, and I am still at my same shit ass job, but instead of
Down the
scheduling
road,
me
though.
4 days a week with really long, like 10 to 13 hour shifts, they're scheduling me every day of the week except for one, making me work like 5.5 hours.
Prison, honey.
So if I seem like I'm in a terrible fucking mood, if you're a customer and you run into me and I literally am like, you know why? I don't want to be here again. Like, why do I have to fucking be here? Whatever. That's all I have to say. What's your song of the week, Sweet Precious Angel? I talk so much, so it should have given you plenty of time.
My song of the week is not one that is new. It still is Vanish Into You. You guys, I'm sorry. It's such a good song. I love singing it. It's so good. It's just great. Love Gaga. And the real tea is this. I've just been listening to so much Mayhem because, like, one, it's so good, and two, there's kind of a song for every mood.
Yes, there is.
So it's a really good, like, album
Except
to
for
be like...
Blade of Grass. I'm never in that mood. I don't like that song. Just because to me it's like Quarantina boots. It's like a little corn. It's Chugi on them. Dupree. It's Chuginta corn.
Do you want to tell Stephanie?
That one's just not for me.
Sorry, Steph.
But that's
this has been great. This has been lovely.
This has been
lovely.
lovely.
Gal.
Should we kiss about it? He like hates
If
me.
anybody knows how I can start up like a little HR department for this podcast, please reach out.
Like the HR department is, I turn around, I put on a fake mustache, I turn back around, I'm like, hello, Gary from HR. We don't have HR. We're never gonna have HR. Dream bigger. Dream different, not bigger. Just different.
You didn't tell the listeners how impressed you were by my beautiful flute playing earlier, by the way.
Oh, I was really impressed, especially because I made you do it twice.
3 times, actually.
3 times.
That's okay.
Well, because I thought I had pressed
because we got like through it like once and it was great, and then Charlotte was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, can you believe that neither the audio or the video were recording?" Is that better?
You piss me off so much. Goodbye. Like, I just want to make that. So,
goodbye. Or do you have something else to say? Do you have something else to say? You made a face like you had something else to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, skate fast, eat ass, keep it real in the 212. Am I right? Bye.
See you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Oh, wait. Really quick. We should start doing this more often. I'm sorry. Actually, we're not going yet. Follow us on TikTok.
Please follow us
on... No. LADYB0Y.
TikTok. We'll put the link in the thing below. But yeah, please follow us on TikTok. We are we're getting to a point now where this is now our 9th episode.
Right.
That's
That's crazy.
Yeah, like we are like really kind of like getting into it with this pod. We're having a great time. I think that we are really delivering a consistently interesting and entertaining product, I would hope.
Not always educational.
We never said we were going to be. But we just really want to get... Oh, this is going to be a long one, too.
Mary.
We just want to get more people listening. So if you like us and if you want to support us, please, please, please share this with your friends. Give us a good rating, subscribe, put on like the notifications on like whatever platform it is that you guys like watch or listen to us.
Post us on your Insta story.
Leave a comment. Yeah, like do all of that. Just please help us out, because also the bigger of a platform that we can kind of scrounge up in here, the bigger of a change that we can bring about in the community without impact and everything. So please help us out.
We just want to be queer people on the front lines, you know? The front lines and the like... Whatever, let's get out of here. I have to go to work in like an half hour.
Alrighty, see you guys next week. Like and subscribe.
Look at the bye. Boom. Don't. Bye.
Oh, that was so loud. Bye.
That was like so crazy.